Hey there, and welcome back to Hold and Modify. It is Q, your gracious and always humble host of YouTube's most poorly produced, underproduced Amiga channel. And I promised I wasn't going to make another video about this ViewSonic monitor, but I'm going to go ahead and make it because there's a lot of questions and a lot of emails coming in. I had posted my old video on this monitor that I made probably a year ago, maybe almost 2 years ago. I guess people just had a lot of questions that weren't answered in that old video, so this is a new video. The model number for this monitor and the link to buy it on Amazon, if it's still available when you watch this video, will be in the description below. So guys, gals, robots, whatever, look down in the description below for the model number and how to buy. Let's go through the Amiga modes. We're going to start in NTSC. In fact, we're already in NTSC. So let's go to screen mode here. And as you can see, it does stretch it 16 by 9. It doesn't go edge to edge though, as you can see, all right? But it does do a little stretch. The interesting thing is if we go to my monitor's options here, let's see if I can remember how to do this. And we'll go to, okay, so at high res, standard NTSC high res, the aspect ratio option is off. I don't have access to it. So let's go ahead and change the screen mode to high res laced. And sure enough, we get the horrible flickery screen. It's very flickery. Now, the iPhone's processing is going to attempt to deinterlace this image to make it not flicker. So what it's going to do is make the text look really garbly-gooked and gross. So unfortunately, that's just something I can't show. But let's go ahead and check the monitor again now that I'm in a new screen mode. And again, aspect ratio is still ghosted. So someone had asked that question and I had answered it saying that yes, aspect ratio was available, but not for some modes. Well, here we are, high res and high res lace, and it's not available. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But as you can see, I'm actually wondering, I mean, you guys can answer this question just by looking at the screen. Is this stretched? It's hard to tell because I remember the Amiga screens are NTSC, so they're actually wide pixel. And since this is not going screen to screen, edge to edge, to me it doesn't look, I mean, if you look at the time clock here, come over here, look at this. This looks like a circle to me. Sound looks like a circle to me, so this doesn't seem like it's stretched. It looks like it's mapping the NTSC wide pixel screen into the 16 by 9 panel, because if it was stretching it, then I would expect this Amiga Workbench bar to be all the way to this side and all the way to this side. And in fact, if we go to overscan, let's edit graphic size here. Oh, I got this right. I got Mode Pro running. Ooh, we don't want it to do anything. Can I hit cancel? Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay, so here you go. I guess, yeah, I could stretch it to go all the way to the side of the screen, and then yes, that indeed would stretch it, right? So that answers some questions right there. And this is as minimum as it can go, and I can kind of center it up here. So there's your, I mean, yeah, that's 16 by 9 for sure, and it's just smaller. So yeah, it is doing a stretch. All right, so let's keep going on our little tour of screen modes here. So let's go to the next one, NTSC low res. We're going to test that one. And again, that's just Mode Pro popping up, trying to do something with the screen mode. So as you can see, we've got a nice clean, and yeah, it is stretched. Now, this monitor does have controls to do the size. Let's see if, well, it's going to time out here, but let me see if we can access those. And so yeah, we've got horizontal size. So we can squish it down and try and, there you go, can try and restore some of it. So it is kind of possible, but obviously you're not going to be able to squish it all the way. So that's a little bit of a bummer. All right, let's test low res laced. Isn't this exciting, testing all these screen modes? But, you know, for all the questions I was getting, I want to do this because a lot of you are asking, hey, what screen modes work, what don't work? So low res lace, interlace, again, works, good. And super high res, let's test that one. We are testing all the modes, it's very exciting. Yeah, there it is, again, stretched. High res laced. So obviously not, you know, an ideal option. You know, if we could ever get an RGB to HDMI for AGA chipset Amigas, this is on an Amiga 4000, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that at the start of the video, using the 23-pin to VGA adapter. So that's working, super high res laced. All right, so now the big question, and everyone's like, well, does it work with PAL? Well, here we go, PAL high res. Yes, it does. There you go, PAL high res. Took a little longer to sync up there. That's because the monitor was detecting it. High res laced, PAL. There you go, that works. Low res laced. I know this is terribly exciting, but you know, this is one of those videos that's more informational for those that wish to see and confirm that these modes work, and that's why I'm doing it. And PAL super high res. What do you think? Think it's going to work? I'm pretty sure it's going to work. There we go. So again, the compromise would be to use the horizontal scale to squish it down a bit as far as you can go. Unfortunately, yeah, it is going to be remapped to... You know what? You know what I haven't checked for is if the PAL modes support the aspect ratio switch. Nope, they don't. Okay, so it's still not there. I don't know what the trick is. You know what that aspect ratio switch... I'm wondering if that aspect ratio switch only works if you're using HDMI input. I would bet that's the case. So here's a whole pile of Retina modes. Let's try Super 72 high res. Super 72 high res. The answer is no. Okay, well, there you go. Super 72 mode does not work. So it looks like it's going to be, I guess, OCS modes, right? Yeah, only the OCS modes are going to work. I'm sure if I tried to do super high res double here, let's see what that does. That's my guess, is this monitor only likes OCS Amiga modes. Yep. So it does not like that at all. So what else we have? We could try, all right, we got the Euro 7. Well, let's try it. Euro 72 productivity mode. Test that, see what happens. Nope, yep. So yeah, folks, that's what it looks like. It looks like only OCS modes. I guess multiscan is technically that's an ECS mode, so I don't know what this is going to do. I thought I actually showed this working in my old video on my 1200. And now it's not working. Well, that's really interesting. Why is that? Why did the 1200 allow this mode to work? Because if you go back and watch that old video, I swear I had multi-scan productivity mode on. That's strange. I don't think there's a difference in the 1200's output versus the 4000's output. I mean, maybe there's a subtle drift. There's something you can tweak on the motherboard maybe that affects the video modes. I don't know. That would be a question maybe someone could answer in the comments below. I'm just going to go through here and test the rest of these multi-scan modes to see if any of them work. No, doesn't look like it. So, yeah, I'll stand by and just say, glad I made this updated video, because it looks like we're going to be getting only OCS modes, at least off the Amiga 4000, PAL or NTSC. And I hope that answers the questions folks may have had. Let me go ahead and put this back into the Retina mode. Oh gosh, what was I using? This is, 800 by 600 8-bit. Anyway, that answers the questions. What monitors or modes will this support? It looks like it supports OCS, PAL, and NTSC. And again, monitor model and where you can buy it in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'm done with this video.